What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So today we have one of my favorite shard pull events going on. That is the extra legendary from Sacred Shard event, which is going to give me a Rotos plus a Duchess or maybe a Harima plus a Kymar. I wouldn't complain whatsoever. Also, let me know if you're one of those players who actually got those groups of champions. That would be crazy. So the extra legendary for Sacred Shards is a fantastic event in my opinion. If you get lucky, it sucks if you don't. Now, the only event that I think is better as far as the extra legendary stuff goes is the extra legendary for Ancient if you're close to Mercy. The Mercy system for Sacred Shards doesn't really matter, to be honest. The Mercy system for Ancients, though, it's very predictable. If you're at 200 shards with no legendary, well, you can pull 20 more, guarantee yourself a legendary, and then get an extra one as well. So if you can set that up, it works out fantastic. But if not, then hey, best of luck to you if you go for this today. I do want you to keep in mind that there is a fusion coming up this Thursday. So if you're going for that and you think you may be tight on shards, keep in mind, hey, you may just rather save your shards for the fusion, or maybe you can gamble them today because that's really what it's going to be. I could completely miss all the shots at a legendary today and maybe just get epics. I really hope that's not what happens considering I'm 10 shards with no legendary so far, but hey, it could very well happen. But like I said, I really hope it doesn't. Now I want you to keep in mind two things. One, today's is the stream, the giveaway for the account that I did a few days ago. So if you're interested in seeing who the winner of that is, then stop by the stream today about 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Eastern time will be the time where I actually do the drawing. And also, before I start pulling these shards, I want to say a big thank you to today's sponsor for allowing things like this to take place. Omni Heroes is a heroic fantasy RPG game that has received high recommendations from both the Google Play Store as well as the iOS Store. Today, you can download using my link or the QR code on the side to receive your free 777 free pulls. With that said, Omni Heroes is also releasing a big update coming later this November, so now is the excellent time to join. In your journey, you will summon beautifully designed heroes, unlock many different strategies, as well as assemble various different team compositions to take on the battle wherever you're at. Currently, Omni Heroes is gearing up for its previously mentioned season, Ashen Phantom, on November 17th, which will bring new gameplay, new game characters like Madeline the Dragoness, Ariana the Night Huntress, Lysandra the Pyro Inquisitor, and Illyrian the Stormcaller. If you're interested in trying out Omni Heroes, click the link down below or scan the QR code and get your free 777 free summons and also take part in the new exciting season of Ashen Phantom. With that said, I hope you guys enjoy and best of luck. So now, with the sponsorship from Omni Heroes, let's go ahead and pull some Sacred Shards. Let's get the sweet Duchess, Rotos, I don't know, something amazing. Please come from these shards because, man, I don't want to go into the wallet and start getting some more shards. I may have already gotten some lucky clan boss pulls, we'll call it already. So let's see, get some gold early. Like I said, we are about 10 shards now, actually a little bit more than that. Let's see what RSL Helper actually says. I am 12 shards with no legend. No, that's actually not right. 12 shards, 12 or 13, somewhere around there. Because I actually pulled 2 legendaries back to back off camera. So I'm not 100% sure where I'm at. Got some more epics. We got Morag, Bronze Lock, but 3 more Sacred Shards. Oh. This is nerve-wracking. Let's see what happens. I got the volume turned up for the Sacred Shard, the Gold Crackle. Gotta hear it. It sounds so good. 2 more shards. Let's see what we can get. Come on, give me something good, please. Oh, that undead background. I like it. Okay, 1 shard. Come on. 1 shard in a dream. Don't crush my dreams, Plarium. Let's see something good here. And well, now we're in a between a rock and a hard place. So guys, my account missed all the Sacred Shards. However, this is what could happen to your account, guys. I've pulled so far, I guess it's 13, 14, 15, 16. I don't know. 16 at least, possibly more Sacreds with no legendary. So at this point, oh man, I have this option. I could go in here and do this. But what I'm going to do real quick is cut to another person's account, pull their shards, and then determine what I'm gonna do with my account. So guys, I'll be right back in just a split second. So before I make some possibly bad decisions on my account, I'm gonna come over here to Picasso's account and we're gonna go ahead and pull his Sacred Shards until we hit a legendary. We're gonna hit a legendary on his account well before I did on my account, obviously, which I haven't yet. So hopefully I end up doing that. But either way, we're gonna hit one on his account. He's looking for a UDK or a Stoutus. Either one of those champions will be amazing for his account. Dude, he has some great champions already. A Newt, a Rotos, Sun Wukong, Harima. Wow, he is excellent champions. Let's go ahead, jump in here, pull his shards until we hit that sweet gold, and then we'll go jump back in mine and figure out what I'm actually jump back in mine assumes we're going to be buying some shards. So drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and all that good stuff to get this video pushed out to more people to give them the heads up. Hey, maybe you shouldn't pull your shards. Maybe it's not worth it, or maybe it is. I have no clue. It's a surprise to me. We got 5 shards left. You guys can't see it behind me, I know, but here we go. Oh, the pause there. Lock Wayne. All right, now I haven't been reading these epics. If you guys want me to read the epics, let me know. But I'm really just looking for the gold here. We're looking for UDK and Stoutus. Come on. Don't let me let him down. I feel more need to pull legendary here than I do on my own account. Okay? Let's see it. Come on. We got 2 more shards. He needs it. He needs a legendary. He has 43 ancients, 15 voids. We need to see some gold here. 2 more. All right. Plarium. I said it was my favorite event. Still is. Got 1 shard left to redeem it. Dang. Maruka. Nothing. Not a single legendary champion. We're about to go down a dark, dark path. I'll be back. All right, guys. So with the power of editing, we're back in my account now, and I almost had a little bit of a panic. So OBS, what I used to record the videos, just froze up completely. And I thought the entire video was deleted. The shard pull session gone into the abyss, never to be seen again. Fortunately, the way I record, it actually, even if it does shut down and the main file gets corrupted, I can still keep the old file, the different file, okay? It's MKV versus MP4. Either way, I got saved, thankfully. So now I was able to jump back in and pull 5 more sacred shards to get a legendary champion. Now I'm saying this now to hopefully actually get it, because to be honest, posting a video with no legendary pull is disappointing. However, the good news is those of you who are watching and thinking, hey, all these content creators are getting super lucky. I may get super lucky. I hope I do. However, that's after 20 sacred shards probably. Let's see. Here we go. Epic number 1, we have Huskarul, who used to be, I think, a fusion champion at one point in time, but to be honest, he's not a champion who I'm really necessarily excited for, though this isn't terrible. But either way, increased defense and increased resistance. Maybe I'm underrating him. I don't know. Do you use him on your account? Maybe you do. Let me know in the comments down below. Huskarul, is he a champion that you use? And Sacred Shard Numero. Let's see. Actually, RSL Helper's not even open, so I don't even know where we're at. Crypt Witch. There we go. All right. Oh, thank you. Heffrack. Yes, that's my 3rd copy of him, I think. Okay, here, number 2. Let's see. Plarium, was it worth? Oh, I thought it was Rotos. I thought the green, oh, man. I was so beyond excited. Man, my heart dropped for a second. Heffrack plus Rotos would have been crazy, but Mashald is a new champion for me. All right, guys. Oh, man. My blood pressure is already high, and that's actually not a joke. I do need to fix that situation, but I think I was going to have even higher blood pressure, which, speaking of, I actually probably do need to fix that. All jokes aside, the good thing about this is Heffrack is one of my few champions. I was way too emotionally invested into that. Heffrack is one of my few champions who are empowered. The few champions who I have empowered who I actually have Faction Guardians full for. So I was mentioning, I think at the earlier points in the video, that as I pull these dupe champions, I'm able to start filling out my Faction Guardians more. Now, what I can do here is I can empower a Duchess, but I like to use dupe copies of her, to be honest. Or I could go in here and empower my Heffrack, making him a +3 champion. Now, what's +3? Whoa. Okay, no, this is right. Don't feed the +2. Unlock it. +2 to +3, what's it give? It gives me an extra 10% attack, extra 10% defense, extra accuracy and resistance, which doesn't matter to him. But what it does allow is me to be 1 step closer to having that sweet +4 Heffrack, which would give me +30% crit damage, +10% crit rate. It would make him an absolute monster. This would be my 2nd +4 champion if I did get him to +4 eventually. But it would be my very first +4 champion with full Faction Guardians. Because unfortunately, we're going to go ahead and do this. But unfortunately, I made the mistake, kind of +4ing Ray before my Dark Elves faction was full. Now, that was actually a pretty weird situation. So what happened with the Dark Elf stuff? So I had enough copies of Rey to +3 her at the moment, but I was talking on the phone to my dad, and I was like, you know what? I have 3 copies of Rey. I have considered making her +3. I don't have my Dark Elves faction fully finished out, but you know what? It could be cool, and it may be worth it. I'm like, you know, if I pull a Rey today, I will go ahead and +4 her. Guess what? I pulled a Rey. I wish I could have called the shot on a Rhodos or a Kymar, but it happened. I pulled a +4 Rey, and to my amazement, I was like, you know what? I have to go ahead and +4 her. And +4 is the time where I believe, you know, if you have 4 copies or 3 extra copies of a champion, that may be worth doing before filling out your faction guardians if it's a champion you use a lot. So, example, maybe Duchess, okay? Assume you weren't worried about using dupe copies of her, though I do think it's worth saving dupe copies of her anyways, but you pulled enough to +4 her. The benefits from +4 is going to be bigger than the full faction guardians. The faction guardian is going to be better for the entire faction, but maybe you're just using a few champions from that faction. So in that situation, I think it is worth it. But in my opinion, taking a champion to +1 or +2 is very specific situations when that's actually worth it versus actually filling out the faction guardians. I mean, the faction guardians, assuming it's not a faction that you're just only using one champion from, then you're probably just going to want to do the faction guardians like this. Like I could +3 my Helior, I could empower my Richoff, but these are champions who I'm not going to be using. These are champions who are perfectly fine sitting in my faction guardians and gives me an opportunity if I pull a good Bannerlord champion or a good Bannerlord dupe, then I can just easily empower that and not have to worry about it, assuming it's a champion who I don't plan on using copies of. So like in Bannerlords, we have Taras and Marichka. Those are pretty decent champions, though I probably wouldn't empower those. I'd probably just keep the dupes. If I pulled a Stoutus, easy, get a dupe. Maybe. Actually, I don't even know because dupe Stoutus is pretty good, to be honest. But either way, guys, the Mashald pull is actually really cool because Mashald is a champion who I don't think he's underrated, but in Arena especially, I've seen a lot of very good uses for him in some accounts that I've done some 3v3 help on recently, where I think if you have a Mashald who's not being used, he's definitely a champion worth possibly investing in because he can definitely tear up some arena teams, especially if you bring a strip champion alongside him. He's placing so many fears, just doing actually really good damage and just constant, good, consistent damage. But also, not only that, he's also very good in Hydra. So he's a champion who I probably will be building. If you guys would like to see some content on him, let me know. But I'm super excited for the Heffrack pull. Way more excited than I expected to be. But the Mashald coming out, the undead background, thinking it was Rhodos, whew, that was a shocker. Definitely surprising. But guys, thank you all for sticking through. Thank you, Plarium, for fixing these rates and luckily letting me get a legendary. But with that said, don't forget to check out today's sponsor, Omni Heroes. Thank you to Omni Heroes for sponsoring today's video, and hope you guys have amazing luck in this Shard Pull session, and I'll catch you all in the next one.